In this video, we're looking at the best video accessories for your iPhone so you can start getting better video. Hey there, welcome to the video. I'm Mark Brown from Editor's Keys. Now, if you've been to our channel before, you'll know I'm a big fan of shooting video on my iPhone 12. Now, the iPhone can shoot some seriously impressive video, even if you've got an iPhone 10 and an iPhone 11 or the new iPhone 12. So in this video, I want to go over some of the best accessories so you can just really up the game of your video if you're using your iPhone 12 or iPhone 11 as your main video camera. So I'm going to go over all of the accessories now. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff here, but I'm going to break this video down into hardware and apps that you can use too. Now, of course, you may not need to use all of the things you see here, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what each thing can do. So first of all, let's start with the mini tripod. So this is the first thing, and this is the thing I probably take with me the most just because it's so small. And this is made by a company called Ulanzi, and it's essentially a mini tripod and selfie stick for your iPhone, and it works with any iPhone. All you will need to get is an iPhone holder, which you can screw into the tripod like so. So you just simply put this on. This is also from Ulanzi. And the reason I picked this one is because it has a little adapter here on the back, so you can actually attach things like the Rode Wireless Go to the back of it. So if you do have a little light or a battery clip or something like that, you can attach it to this little handheld tripod. I'll go over the Rode a little bit more in the next section, but I just love this because you can put your iPhone on here. I'm just going to quickly screw this in. It's a nice sturdy mount, this too. And there you go, you've got a nice mount if you want to do some selfie moves, you know. You can pull this out and sort of angle it up so you can get a more of a kind of wider angle as you're talking to camera. And then you can also separate it out. It's got a built-in tripod. So maybe you want to, you know, talk to camera and you want to be a little bit further back, or you just want to get some nice time lapses. You can do it all with this mini tripod. So if this is a bit basic for you, there is the next level up. This is the Moza Nano SE, and this is a selfie stick with a difference. So let me just put the iPhone into here. It comes with a little clasp and holder. Let's just put that on there, balance it a little bit. Now, not only does it come with an extended range, a much longer range than most selfie sticks, it actually has a little gimbal motor built in to the tripod arm. Now, it's only a 2-axis gimbal, so it's not going to make your shots super steady, but it does mean if you are walking left and right, you'll see this will move left and right to sort of take out some of the shakes of your shot. What's also pretty great is you get a removable remote control. So you can control the remote, you can control your recording directly from the Moza app, and you can adjust the gimbal to go into like portrait mode and selfie mode too. So I'm going to do a full review of this in another video, but this is just a great option if you are looking for a much more kind of a better version, let's say, of something basic like the Ulanzi tripod. It's fully adjustable, and as I say, if you are on uneven sort of ground, this will help stabilize your shots somewhat. It's not as good as a gimbal, but it is pretty good. Next up is this. This is the Variable ND Filter from Sandmarc, and this just simply clips over your phone like so. And I was a bit skeptical about this, but when you pair it with an app like Filmic Pro, it gives you all of your camera controls. It really does help if you want to let in more light to your camera. Maybe you want to film waterfalls and flowing water and kind of get those nice sort of blurry shots. This is going to really help you with that. And a variable ND filter is essentially like sunglasses for your camera, so you can adjust the amount of light coming into the camera. And we put a variable ND filter on all of our cameras, including the Sony a7S III that we're using now and the Sony a6400. So being able to add one to your iPhone, and you can just clip it and unclip it. It's not sort of permanently stuck on, which I really like. It just makes a great accessory for shooting outside with your iPhone. Okay, so of course you can shoot with your iPhone handheld and you can get some pretty great shots out of it. But if you want to take your filming to the next level, I would definitely recommend checking out this rig. This rig is also by Sandmarc, the same company that does the variable ND filter. And this means you can just pop your iPhone into here like so, and then you can start adding other accessories around your iPhone. So I first found out about these iPhone rigs from our friend Premiere Gal when she was doing an interview with us at Las Vegas. And what it means is you can essentially, let's do it now, you can unscrew sections like this, and I'm going to show this light off in a second, But let's say you want to get better lighting on your iPhone, or you want to add some external microphone sources to your iPhone. You know, if it's just your iPhone, you don't want to be holding all of those bits separately. You know, it's almost impossible to film and record with an iPhone at the same time. So I'm just going to screw this in here. And there we go, we've suddenly got a great light on top of the iPhone. And then you can add microphone kits and all other kind of things to make your iPhone shooting better. So not only does it allow you to add things around your iPhone, which, you know, adds to the professional look of your iPhone filming, but also it makes your shots much better. It's amazing how much more steady you can be when you've got two hands on the side of your iPhone. You know, when you're holding it with one hand, you get your kind of micro jitters when you're filming. This will help take that out, and you can get some really cinematic shots. You can run things close to the ground, you can pull it up to the sky, you know, you can do whatever you like. Now, of course, it's not a gimbal, so it's not gonna stabilize your shots really much more, but you know what, the iPhone is so stable. When people say to me, should I buy a gimbal for the iPhone? I always say no, because they're a bit finicky, they're a little bit hard to set up, and really the iPhone 12 is so stable, you really don't need one. I would go for something like this instead. It just makes it much more easier to get those shots. You can really be precise with your movements, and you can add lights and microphones to your setup. So while we've got the light on the rig, let's talk about this little light. I really love this. This is the Viltrox RB08 LED Light, and it's so thin and small. It comes with a built-in battery. It comes with these magnetic filters that you can put on, so if you want to change the color, you can buy more of those, and they just snap on like so. And they're really, really handy. I mean, and to be honest, we use this for all of our filming. We'll use it with our professional cameras, and we'll use it with the iPhone. You just pop it on like so. You can adjust the intensity of the light, and it really, as you can see there, it really just adds so much light. And this is at 50%. You know, you can imagine what it would be like at 100%. It almost blinds you. So the battery lasts a long time. We charge this probably, you know, once a week, if that. So it's just a great, cheap accessory to have in your bag. And it doesn't necessarily need to be on the iPhone. Maybe you're somewhere with a little bit of low light. You know, the iPhone doesn't do the best video job in low light. So it means that you can just, you know, film with your iPhone, hold the light just slightly far away, or get someone to hold it for you, and you can light up objects in your shot. And you can see even there just the difference that will make to your iPhone video game. Okay, so the video coming out of the iPhone is really good, but now let's talk about the audio, because the audio, I think, is one thing that will really let you down, especially if you're trying to use this for YouTube as your main camera. In my opinion, the microphone is just not good enough quality. So there is a way around it. We use the Rode Wireless Go system with our Sony a7S III, and it's a really great system. But did you know you can actually use this with your iPhone? But you will need a couple of accessories. The first thing you'll need is the Lightning to headphone adapter jack from Apple, because of course they took away the headphone socket. And then secondly, you'll need the SC7 adapter from Rode. And what this enables you to do is plug in your Rode Wireless Go system directly into your iPhone. And to do that, all you need to do is remove the cable that comes with your Rode Wireless Go, use the black and grey SC7C cable, plug that in, get the grey section and plug that into the Lightning adapter, like so. And now you can plug in your Rode Wireless Go system directly to your iPhone, and you'll get much better video. Just listen to the difference in this. So this is the audio coming directly from the built-in microphone in the iPhone. As you can hear, it's okay, but it's not the best. So now let's switch to the Rode Wireless Go. Now this is with the Rode Wireless Go. I'm gonna just put this on my shirt quickly. There we go, and as you can hear, the audio quality should be much, much better than that built into the iPhone. So if you are considering using your iPhone as your main YouTube camera, consider using this. The other beauty of this as well is that you can be up to about 50 meters away. So, you know, imagine if you were standing in a street and your friend was the other side of the road. With the built-in microphone, you wouldn't be able to hear your friend. With this, they could be around 50 meters away, and you can get crispy audio like this all day long. Okay, so you're now starting to get your videos and you're putting them into iMovie or Lumafusion and you're starting to edit together your timeline. But what about if you want to get some really good voiceover recorded directly into your iPhone? It is actually possible. All you'll need is a few things. You'll need a USB microphone, and this is the Studio Series SL600 microphone. You'll need this little adapter which allows you to plug in a USB device and also power the iPhone and microphone at the same time. And this is really important because if you just get a Lightning to USB and it doesn't have the power adapter, you probably won't be giving the microphone enough power to work on your iPhone. So make sure you get this cable. I'll link it in the description below. So all you need to do now is plug this into your iPhone. Let me show you how. So we're going to plug some power into the adapter. This is a Lightning cable. We're going to plug the USB into the microphone. And then we're going to plug the microphone cable into the USB adapter. Then you can see the microphone has lit up. And then we're in the iPhone and we're ready to go. And this will work in any video editing application. So if you're using Lumafusion or Adobe Rush or iMovie on your iPhone, this will work. Or you can record directly into GarageBand if you want to do a bit more post-production on your audio. Again, as a little test, this audio is coming from the built-in microphone from the iPhone, and you can actually use a USB microphone with your video too. So let's plug in this and I'll show you how this sounds. Okay, we are now using the SL600 microphone to record audio directly into our video. And as mentioned, you can use this when you're recording video, or you can edit your audio voiceover directly into a timeline in iMovie, Lumafusion, or Adobe Premiere Rush. Okay, so now you're recording better audio and video. What about the best apps? What do I use? Well, the first one is called Filmic Pro. Now, Filmic Pro basically turns any iPhone into a full camera. Yes, you'll get the same settings that you can get on a DSLR or a camera like the Sony a7S III in terms of being able to change your shutter speed, your aperture, and all those kind of things. So I'm going to overlay this here on the side. So you can see here already you've got an audio level on the right hand side, which is really cool, especially if you are using an external microphone. You get to monitor that. You've got your frame rate settings, you've got histograms, which you can use, which are a little bit more, advanced level. But let's just go into some of the settings here. So you get full options for your video quality. You've got filmic quality, which is higher than that of the built-in iPhone. You can record in different screen ratio settings there. You've got your frame rate. Now this is really good if you're in a PAL region like we are. So with the built-in camera app on the iPhone, you can only record in 24 and 30 and 60 frames per second. And none of those really match up with us here in the UK. So what you'll find, and you may have seen this already, if you go and film lights outside or indoors, you may get that kind of flickering effect, especially if you're doing slow motion. So with Filmic Pro, you can actually capture your video in 25 or 50 frames a second. So that means this will match the settings of your camera. So it's much easier to mix footage from an iPhone with a camera like this to get better video footage. Next up, you get full control over your focus and the zoom. So you can see here, if I go close to this, I get full control over the zoom. So you won't get that sudden shift of your focus moving. You can control that. You can also control your shutter speed, and this is really important if you're doing video. When you're using your built-in camera iPhone app, it will just adjust the shutter speed as it sees fit, and it does an okay job. But ideally, if you're filming, say, at 25 frames a second, you'll want your shutter speed to be 1/50, and you can do that within Filmic Pro. You can add zebras to your footage as well, so you can see what parts of your video are overexposed or underexposed. You've got all of these settings here, which are really, really cool, and you can see what is in focus. So the green lines here represent elements which are in focus. And you can zoom in nice and smoothly and zoom out, which is really, really cool. And lastly, you can fix things like your focus and your exposure. So for example here, if I go between this Ulanzi tripod and the SL600, you can see that the focus will adjust. What about if you actually want it to stay locked to this? All you do is drag the box over, tap it to go red to lock, and you'll see as I move to the SL600, this stays in focus. So this is great if you're moving around objects, or if you want to focus on a face maybe, you can make sure that that will always be in focus and the focus won't be hunting around, which is really, really cool. So check out Filmic Pro if you want to get better videos from your iPhone. Okay, so you've now filmed all your audio and video. You've got some great settings coming in from Filmic Pro, and you've got all the footage ready. How do you now edit this on your iPhone? Well, there are a couple of apps I recommend. The first is iMovie, because that's absolutely free, but it is very limited. You can't really change the titles very much. You can't do square or portrait videos. So if you are getting very serious about your videos, I'd recommend checking out Lumafusion. Lumafusion is great because it's a full desktop-like video editor for your iPhone. You can edit all your 4K footage directly on your iPhone. It doesn't stutter, it doesn't lag. It simply is really good. And if you've seen any of the videos on our channel, you'll know we love Lumafusion. We use it on our iPad Pro and I use it on my iPhone. And you can see one of our previous videos where we edited together a whole scene using Lumafusion on the iPhone 12. So what's really cool is you can actually go in, you can adjust speed settings, you've got full color correction settings here, so you can really adjust things to your heart's content. It is really, really good. You can export in full 4K, you can export in higher qualities than you can in things like iMovie, so it's definitely one of the best video editing applications you can get for the iPhone. So there we go, they're just a few of the tools we use here at Editor's Keys to get much better video coming from our iPhones. Let me know in the comment section below if you've got any questions or comments. Let me know if there's any hacks you've got for getting better video from your iPhone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.